Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
What? 180. Mike 54. Mike 54. I got it.
Goff on 1st down. Out left, he's got it to Everett. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Check. 154. 154. Come on. You better bring it.
Goff on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin. Real
touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 20. 49-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be 4th down. On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off on a safety, Jarquiski Tart.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a 2nd time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his 2nd first-quarter touchdown there. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jalen Hurd with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. after the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Goff. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff. And what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30. Yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Well, later tonight, we have more football. Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but it'll be 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
3rd and 15.
Here
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, Charlie.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now. 6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Last year's NFL leader in field goal percentage, Robbie Gould, on for the Niners field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, LA! Brandon Cooks, 78 yards. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This is taken at the 3. And a a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
From the 39, Garoppolo. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to make it 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
Well, I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Goff. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Goff now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Looking for Woods that time. And now it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Goff now looking to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Goff now to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 4-time All-Pro Johnny Hekker is on to punt for L.A. as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. To throw is Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. This is taken at the 3. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go. They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 20! And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On 2nd and a yard, Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They run. It's Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 35-yard line.
59, 180. All day, baby, all day.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. From the gun, here's Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Well timed there by Richard Sherman. A sack on the corner blitz.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Third and long. It's gone. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Here we go. Ready? Check back.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here we go, D.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jared Goff, 4 times last year he led the Rams on a fourth-quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Gone. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. They begin the drive with Coleman. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Touchdown, 49ers! Tevin Coleman with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
We go tonight. 180. 54. Mike, 54. You gonna see me in your night.
Now a first down throw. Gone. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. Now Goff. He sets to fire deep. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Goff throwing again. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
56 to Mike, boys, 56.
Goff on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, and it's second down.
180. Defense wins championships, baby.
Again, Goff. Open man here is Cole. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one point.
And the pressure gets to him again. Nick Bosa in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, hey, tight down, there you go.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
second down, McKinnon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The Niners on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. But he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Now it's gone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Watch the pass.
One last throw here for Goff. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for San Francisco, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for L.A., the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.